Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you're having a good day so far. I am so sorry that I have been gone for a hot second. It's been crazy. Lilo's also over here trying to cause a distraction. She just literally put my tissue box that was on my desk into my trash can. So that's how our morning's going over here. But yeah, I've been gone for a hot second. I've been pursuing art full time, which has been awesome, but a huge risk, and it's been stressful. This whole year, I've just been stressed but blessed. That is the theme. And so I'm blessed to be blessed and to feel blessed, but also, yeah, a lot of lessons have been learned and a lot of growth has occurred through all the stressful times and things that life has thrown at me over the past few months. I think 2019 has been a tough year for a lot of people. So if it's been tough for you, I empathize with you and I understand. It's just been crazy. Every month I'm like, what is next? What is going to happen? So anyways, today I just wanted to have a little chat, talk about life, a little update, which is that I have some facial hair happening. I noticed this a few days ago, and I've always just had peach fuzz, which I've talked about in previous videos, but I've noticed the peach fuzz is getting a little longer and some are getting darker. So I don't really know how I feel about that. It doesn't make me dysphoric or anything. I just don't want facial hair. That's not something I want. And so because of that, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I don't know if I'm frustrated that it's happening because it's like one more thing that I have to do, keep track of, or I don't know, maintenance wise, body maintenance wise, whatever you want to call it, taking care of yourself. Oh my gosh, she's gonna drink water now? She drank water in my last video, or like a video before. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. This is the life of having two dogs, and this is only one of them. This is just one of the dogs. And they're both a distraction when I make a video. But anyways, this is my life. So I don't know how I feel about the facial hair. I just noticed that it's happening. So it's just like one more thing to add to my daily routine of just like keeping it under control or keeping it how I like. Luckily, it doesn't make me feel dysphoric in any way, so that's really awesome. But I wanted to talk about that as just an update. So for those of you who don't know my story at all, I've been on low-dose testosterone for a year and like a year and 4 months. And for 2 of those months, I was on just 1 pump. For the rest of those days, I've been on 2 pumps every night of gel. So that is just giving you a little timeline, facial hair wise. It's nothing crazy, but I just am noticing it. And our bathroom is set up where the mirror is here and then the window is behind me. And so when the sun is shining through the window, I just see like my hair just poking out. And I'm like, what the heck is happening? So I'm gonna, I don't know, see if maybe my partner Kai can like wax it for me or something. I don't want facial hair. So that's what's happening. But if you were interested or if you want facial hair when going on testosterone or low dose T, this is just the timeline where it's happened for me. I've also noticed a lot more hair on my stomach. So especially around my belly button, a lot more hair there. So I'm just noticing a little more here and there. But yeah, that's the update on facial hair. I can't talk this morning. It's still early. You can probably tell that I have only been awake for a few hours. I always just look like a little bit of a mess either way. So I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's the update. What else do I want to talk about? I did want to answer somebody's question, which was, how has my gender... Oh my gosh, I have to show you this. Look at her. Like, I make the bed for no reason because she just does that. Anyways, can we stay here? Okay, perfect. The other question was, not the other question. The other thing I want to talk about was a question, which was asked by somebody a while ago, which is basically how my gender has been perceived by strangers since being on T. This is something that I've thought about a lot, but it makes me think of pre-T when I cut my hair off for the first time and I went from here to here and basically noticed people noticing me for the first time. And so that's kind of when I first learned what it meant to get misgendered. Like, that was a totally different and foreign concept that I had never heard of before. I was privileged enough to have not experienced many microaggressions or anything like that. growing up, other than being Asian American and being a tomboy. I really, I had a lot of privilege, still do have a lot of privilege today, but just back then, I just was not very aware of getting misgendered or what that meant or what my life could be like if I got misgendered every day and that was something like that I would have to deal with. So I kind of, I don't know, smushed together getting misgendered and learning that whole horrible concept and part of life. I mushed that with how strangers perceive my gender. So I cut my hair off, learned about getting misgendered, learned that that was a thing. And what I used to do was I would go into a public restroom with like a friend, family member, and I would use my voice to my advantage. So I would talk with somebody as I was entering the bathroom, just to make me feel more comfortable, but also probably to take care of other people. Because back then I was just like, oh, I don't want others to feel uncomfortable. I didn't know anything about really the gender spectrum or anything. So I was doing it to take care of others too, which is frustrating looking back on it now because I'm like, they were just ignorant and judgy and don't know anything about, I don't know, they just need to open their damn mind and like not stare at people and not try to figure people out all the time. And who knows, maybe they were just looking at me because they like my hair, whatever it was. But I was really like, it was like too much stimulation of just like choosing a restroom, figuring out what's going on inside about my gender, figuring out why is that person looking at me. I got a lot of comments, and so I used to just talk and use my voice. Then I started T. My voice started to drop, and I don't know what used to be something that I would do to kind of convince people that I was a girl, turned into something that ended up being what comforted me the most, which was just talking. So obviously I don't just talk if I'm not with anybody, but if I go into a restroom with my partner or anybody that I know, I'll still just talk to them. And it helps me to just get this tunnel vision to the stall and to take care of my damn business, to just go and get out and not look at anybody else. Just get out of there as fast as possible. So like when we're in line or something, or even when I'm washing my hands with my friend or anything, I will just keep talking and keep just like looking at nobody but the person that I'm with. And the sink that I'm washing my hands and the stall that I'm entering, like I don't look at anybody else, because even if I'm not talking to make others comfortable now, I just am talking to make myself feel more comfortable about everything. Oh my gosh, she just turned a year old and she's 60 pounds. So yeah, just to put in perspective, imagine life with 2 dogs, and that's one of them. She literally just falls off the bed every day. Like she doesn't care, just hits her head on everything. But yeah, so that's how I kind of think about that question about how strangers perceive my gender. I don't really notice it in many other places other than public restrooms. Luckily, I live in a place where there are a lot of gender neutral bathrooms, but there are still a lot of places around this area that don't have gender neutral bathrooms, and I have to pee. So I also have a really small bladder. Sorry if that's TMI, but I really do. And so I'm going to the bathroom a lot, and it's just turned into a very stressful thing, because I always want to make sure that there is a gender neutral bathroom, especially if it's a restaurant or I know I'm going to be there for a while. But yeah, strangers definitely perceive it a lot in public restrooms. And for those of you wondering, I do go into the women's restroom. I'm more comfortable in the women's restroom. I don't feel dysphoric going into a women's restroom. It's cleaner usually, smells better usually, and I just feel better about being in a women's restroom. So anyways, that's all I have to say about that. That was a question that was asked like a long time ago, so I apologize that I've not gone back to you. Lilo, come here. I don't know what she's barking at. She's just literally messed up the bed that I made and then started barking. Yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna wrap up this video because I have a feeling Lilo is just distracting in this entire video. I'm really sorry. But yeah, that was a question that was asked a while ago, so I apologize that I have not been able. Stop. She's barking at herself in the mirror. Dude, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to bark like that. Okay. Like I was saying, sorry I have not been able to answer a lot of questions. If any of you have more burning questions that you want answered, right away that need an answer, or you just want an answer quickly, let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram. My thing is Megan E. Lee on Instagram. I'll put it in the description. Or DM me on Twitter. Those are the two social medias I use the most. And I will 100% get back to you and answer your question. So if you have questions that you just want answered right now, send me a message and we can chat and talk about whatever. I'm totally open to having a conversation about anything or just answering questions that way. But I will continue to make videos and answer questions. It's just that I am pursuing art full time, which means I'm just drawing literally all day, every day, finishing up commissions, especially for the holiday season and stuff. So I'm just like trying to cram everything together and get stuff done. Kai and I are also trying to make another video together. We live together, which should make it so that it's really easy to plan to make a video together, but we're just so busy and raising these two dogs that, see, she's barking at herself in the mirror. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I have to sneeze. Oh my gosh. I hope you all have a good day today. Please continue to ask me questions or comment anything you want. Send me a message. Yeah, I appreciate all of your support. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. Just be nice to yourself and people around you. The holidays can be really, really tough, just with family and everything. So if you want me to make a video about that, I can talk about that as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.